The Broken Empires RPG is coming to Kickstarter this summer. If you want to help me bring this game to life, go to play.thebrokenempires.com and sign up for your VIP membership today. Hey guys, welcome back to Me, Myself, and Die. I am Trevor Duval. Thanks for joining me here today. If you do like what you see here today, please do consider hitting like and subscribe or helping support us out on Patreon or the YouTube channel memberships. All of the details for that is below. Today I want to talk about a supplement that is one of my favorite ones. Anything by Matt Davids, who created these supplements, the Book of Random Tables. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of them here. These are for fantasy, and then this is the one I want to talk about today, which is the sci-fi version. This is a compilation of a whole bunch of other ones that Matt has done, and he was good enough to send me this book. And I really wanted to use this one in the 5 Parsecs from Home campaign. Unfortunately, the book arrived after I was already finished it, so I couldn't. But I will definitely be using this in the next sci-fi campaign, whatever that turns out to be. Perhaps Starforge, perhaps another 5 Parsecs, who knows. Anyway, I want to talk about this book today because it's so great. Matt's work is really, really great. It's expansive, and it's imaginative, and it's very useful, and it's very well organized. So I want to talk about this book today. I'm not going to go into all the details, but I do want to give you a little flip through to see what we're looking at here. As far as I know, this is a combination of a bunch of other supplements. The Book of Random Tables that I have the individual supplements, but I think you can buy them in one great big book, much like this one is for the fantasy. But anyway, I'll leave a link for that for the drive-through RPG stuff. Another great way to help support the show is by buying stuff through the affiliate links below. Anyway, let's just have a quick flip through of this because it really is exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Everything is divvied up into the various types of tables that we have here. So, adventure ideas and side jobs. This is really great for, you know, you've got your crew of their ship. They're looking for work. Bang. This is a quick way to find out what work is available. Really, really cool. Well, let's just look at one at random. So these are mostly D100 tables. I think they might all be D100 tables, actually. Let's go to 47. 47. This one, salvage an ancient ship near a black hole. Oh, that's pretty cool. Possible complications. So right away, we have various ways to personalize this, right? The ship is near the event horizon and must either be pulled away from it or be salvaged quickly. I actually ran an adventure in Stars Without Number, which was very similar to this. Interesting. Another object is falling into the black hole and is setting off dangerous amounts of radiation. Getting too near the black hole can cause extreme time dilation, which can affect the characters. That's super cool. Unbeknownst to the characters, the ancient ship still has a fully functional automated self-defense system. All 4 of those are really awesome, quick adventure ideas that you can just come up with. So that's the first section, is the adventure ideas and side jobs. Then we get into encounters and discoveries. And this is organized by area type, basically asteroid belt, desert planet, various events, ice planet, jungle, all kinds of stuff here. Let's just go to let's go space complications and encounters on page 52. Let's look at that one. And you can see how big this book is, right? Like it's almost 300 pages. So you get a whole bunch of goodness here. Space complications. Let's just pick this one. Crew members become drowsy due to fumes from a coolant leak. So that's neat. If you're playing Traveler, when you go into jump, you're in jump space for a week, and there's basically a week of downtime, but you can have all kinds of cool little complications and side quests happen in the middle of jump space. That is a perfect example of something to make the jump a little more interesting, right? There's this coolant leak, and they got to figure it out what's going on, and maybe it's caused by something else. Maybe there's a passenger on board who's sabotaging the ship, or maybe there's space weevils chewing on the power cables or whatever, right? Cargo runs and cargo. So these are for when you need a list of stuff. You know, they've taken a job on SETI Alpha 5, and they are shipping stuff from one planet to another, and you go, okay, what is it? Take 445 metric tons, very, very specific, of liquid/gas checking instruments from Phorbus to Bixby. So look at that. You get everything you need. You get the amount, and that's going to be important again in a game like Traveler, where if they're doing a merchant campaign, you've only got so many tons in the hold, right? Take 445 metric tons of liquid gas checking instruments from Phorbus to Bixby. You get the name of the planets there too. Employer gives you the employer here. This is High Epic. It's a corporation called High Epic. There's a complication, of course. The power converter on the Fritz. There is a power converter on the Fritz causing the voyage to be delayed. So again, instant adventure idea. bang, and it's just a hook. So you can take it and you can bait the hook however you want, and you can change up the details just by rolling on a random table. I just love this stuff. Items and things, whole bunch of stuff, book titles, computer files, fictional alloys, fictional infectious diseases. This is always great, especially for me. I don't tend to improvise hugely well with sci-fi. I'm way more of a fantasy guy, so I need a lot of help with this stuff. So if the players are, I don't know, they're stowing away on an enemy ship and they're trying to hack into the main computer and they discover something and you go, boop, what is it? It's memory manipulation experiments records. Oh, that's cool. See, right away, I'm like, oh, that's a whole adventure right there. There's prisoners on board who have had their memories stolen. And it just goes on from there. It spirals from there. So I really appreciate this stuff. Fictional infectious diseases, always important. Yes, I'm afraid your pilot has come down with nano meltdown. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Fictional alloys, this is, again, great. You know, if you've taken some severe carbon scoring on the dorsal Zephyr steel wing section, right? Just makes you sound like you actually know things about sci-fi when maybe you don't. Spices, illegal drugs, all kinds of good stuff. And then just general items. This is where a lot of the tables really shine for me. Items in a chest, items in a biology lab, in a crashed cargo spaceship, items in a desk, items in a freighter cockpit. So let's go to items in a lab director's office just to get a sense of what might be found there. And we go to, it's an elephant-shaped tea container. Okay, interesting. Maybe it means something, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it'll spawn an idea in the moment. Random tables are so great for that. I just love being able to just grab something and immediately throw it in there and see what happens, you know? See if I can connect it to something else that's come before. Military medals and decorations, poisonous plants, types of planets and stars. This is a big one, again, for a guy that isn't huge on sci-fi stuff. So types of planet, boom, it's an exoplanet. Okay, well, even though I know what that means. It's a Trojan planet. Not sure what that is. It's an ocean planet. I definitely know what that is. A pulsar planet. I mean, all of these things, right? You don't have to have a degree in astrophysics in order to get some ideas from this stuff, which is the whole point. Types of stars. A yellow supergiant, or a dwarf star, or a circumpolar star, or a gravistar. Again, I don't know what some of this stuff is, but that's okay. I can either, look it up or just make it up. Right? Because it's science fiction after all. Vessels and space stations. This is the next section here. Derelicts. All kinds of random derelicts with all kinds of different details. This one is a vessel. It's a D10 times 10 million square feet. That's a pretty big one. It's taken damage to its defensive systems, propulsion, and sensor array. It is a derelict after all. Bodies, there's no bodies on board. Oddity, there's laughter coming from the depths of the ship. Ooh, it's like a haunted ship. Ooh, it's like the Mary Celeste. Oh my goodness. Looking for high-quality fantasy maps for your next fantasy RPG campaign? Chepeku has you covered. Get your hands on more than 4,000 stunning hand-drawn fantasy and battle maps that will take your tabletop role-playing games to the next level. Chepeku are a couple who love to make maps. They create unique and original worlds with outlandish themes and ideas you won't find anywhere else. Whether your players are heading into a classic dungeon crawl or something a little more offbeat like a coral throne room or a giant elder brain skull, Chepeku maps have the imagination to match yours. Their archive is bursting with more than 4,000 hand-drawn maps, with new map packs added every week. Just head over to their Patreon, choose the Master Cartographer membership level, and you can get access to the entire lot. And if you can't find what you want, don't panic. Just let them know what you're looking for, and they'll add it to their weekly Patreon poll. Chepeku's map packs come with variations for things like seasons, time of day, weather effects, and much more. So if your players spend hours in a tavern planning their next move, you can seamlessly switch from day to night. Level up the action with dynamic animated maps that set the scene for dramatic campaign-defining encounters with the most formidable foes. Immerse your players deeper with swirling portals and writhing elderbrain tentacles. Chepeku's fantasy maps work seamlessly on most popular virtual tabletops, including Alchemy RPG, Roll20, Encounter Plus, Foundry, Fantasy Grounds, and more. All of the maps are also available with walls and lighting presets for Foundry VTT, letting you just get on with the action. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to Patreon, choose your membership level, and get your adventure started today. Escape pod. Oh, ship transponder info. Vessel name, Hosho. So, you come across a ship and you check what the transponder is broadcasting, and it's broadcasting the name of Hosho. It's a luxury liner. Its home port is Pierce. The owner is Samuel Hayes. The modifications, it has none, so it's your straight up standard luxury liner. Restrictions, arrest warrant issued for the current captain. Oh, again, instant adventure hook. Love it. Places and planets. You get casinos and hotels. Spaceport bar rumors. Always useful. Let's have a look at that. Charismatic leaders are fomenting revolution on a nearby world. Again, instant adventure hook. What's another one? Odd space debris is making a major trade route hazardous for ships. Again, instant adventure hook. There could be all kinds of reasons why that's happening. What else we got here? Unexplored planets. Oh, this is great. Caroline 3AS. Initial long-range scan data shows that life signs are detected. There's technology detected. Possible deposits of ilmenite, rhodonite, barite, thorite, and armalcolite. You need some armalcolite, otherwise you can't repair the ship. Activities and reasons is the next one. NPC crew shore leave activities. What are they doing when they're out spending their ill-gotten credits? Or reasons a PC is absent. Oh, that's really cool. If you have a bigger group and someone can't make it, but the gang wants to play anyway. Oh, well, Thorsa, the gambler, she's not here because she was kidnapped by space pirates. Or Mungo, our primitive barbarian warrior, who is our tough guy on board. He's not here because he's paying off an old debt. He'll be back soon. Technobabble and codes. This is pretty useful. Again, as a guy who didn't watch a lot of Star Trek growing up. Technobabble. Look at this here. You've got all kinds of tables. This is just fantastic. And you've got Technobabble phrases. So, Captain, the gravitational wave harmonizers are offline. Or, oh no, the space pirates. You see how fantasy-based I am? I just go with bandits. The space pirates have cut into the ship with their subspace modulation fields. Yes. Names, of course. It's always about the names. I'm pretty sure that the first random table ever made was probably a table of names. Alien names. These are all kind of cool, different alien names. Bar names. I mean, how many times does the character stop at a spaceport and go to the bar? What's it called? We go to the bar. Well, you go into the Satellite Sound. Or you waltz into the dingy power plant. Oh, that's funny. There was actually a bar where I went to university called the Power Plant. Oh, fond memories. City names, again, hugely useful. Orion's Beltway. Before the month is out, I have to get to Zephyrus City. So cool. So useful. Corporation names, again, if you're doing a cyberpunk thing, this is really useful. We've been hired by Interstellar Dynamics to infiltrate the offices of Helix Enterprises. Human female names, 4 pages of that. Human male names, again, name. You cannot go wrong with name lists. Surnames too. Oh, this is great. So you've got like first names or just general names, and then surnames as well. That's really cool. So you could do like male name, Arbor, and then surname Langley. Arbor Langley. First Officer Arbor Langley reporting for duty, sir. Planet names, again, love the names. We need to get this package delivered to Europari before the week is out, but it's 6 parsecs away. We'll have to stop at Oswego world in order to refuel, or perhaps at Borea 423. Love it. Oh, look at this. There's 6 pages of planet names. Awesome. Ship names. Ship names. Sir, we're being hailed. It's the Vogelstruis. Some names you should pronounce before you try and use them in a video. 4 pages of this. And then space station names. Yes, I'm afraid we're going to be docking early at the Gentech Research Lab. Fields of study. Agriculture, if you need to talk about, you have scientist characters. Oh yes, well, he's a professor of agrogeology. Or she studied decorative arts. Business, what kind of businesses? These are NPC based. They don't have to be NPC based, but that's my first idea of how to use them. Businesses, divinity. Oh, that's cool. Lots of divinities, lots of different space religions. Education, Engineering fields, wow, this is really great. Family and consumer science, formal sciences, human physical performance, humanities, wow, this just goes on and on. This is fantastic. Journalism and communications, law, wow. Medicinal sciences, library studies, military sciences, natural sciences. Wow, this is amazing. I haven't even looked at this section yet, so this is super wild. How appropriate. A sci-fi game, you're gonna need to know stuff like this, right? You need to know that in order to help flesh out NPCs, and then of course the star system generator. This is right out of Traveler. I mean, it's not, but it's the same idea. You roll for your type, a single star, binary, trinary, the number of planets, the type of planets, and then the characteristics of those planets, whether they're silicates or ice or gas giant moons, their atmospheres, the civilization levels. This isn't quite as detailed as something you would get in Traveler, but this is just really, really, really good for on-the-fly generation. You know, like I have no idea what world the players are emerging from. Maybe it's a mist jump, and I don't even know what sector of space they're in. Boom, you roll it, it's a single star. There's 2 planets. They're both silicate planets. One has no atmosphere, one has an Earth-like atmosphere. The no atmosphere planet is sandy, and the Earth-like, it's Earth-like but volcanic, so, you know, almost like Planet of the Dinosaurs kind of stuff. How many moons does it have? And what's the civilization level? It's Renaissance civilization. So there, you get an immediate idea of what kind of world that might be. The advantage of a book like this is just instant adventure hooks and instant detail that allows you to flesh out the world or worlds, the many, many worlds that the player's going to go to, considering it's science fiction. This is an excellent, excellent resource. And as I said, I'm really sad that I didn't get this in time. I didn't get it till after the 5 Parsecs series was done, because I totally could have used this. It would have been super useful, but I'm sure it will be useful in whatever future sci-fi thing I do. Anyway, you can get this at DriveThruRPG. The link for the product is below, so if you want to help the channel that way, getting the book through that link is a good way to help. But that's it for me for today. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time on Me, Myself, and Die.